So the Dirt Car Sportsman Series ready to go. 30 drivers answered the call. Dustin Bradley going from the pole along with the 1 of Paul DeRutter. Row number 2 is going to find the 18 of Gavin Isley. Alongside of him will be Eric Dyer in the 34. Row number 3 is going to be Tyler Stevenson, the 28. 38 is Zach Sabaka. Kyle Devendorf in the 5, along with the 410 of Mike Fowler. Row number 5 is going to be the 64 Tyler Corcoran, along with the 44 Dave Rogers. Row number 6 is going to find the 35 of Brennan Moore, along with the 52 Jessica Power. Row number 7, Corey Castell in the 10X, 3 of Chris Mackey, Ed Lucas in the 77, along with the 63 of Franklin Mackin, 621 Trevor Gibbons, along with the 42 of the Ninja Daryl Nutting, the 1R of Ricky Thompson, along with the 92 of Frank Sibley. Cedric Govero in the 22 won one of our last chance showdowns, along with Josh Riom, another last chance showdown winner. Greg Brinklow and Remington Ham in that next row, along with Jamie Brown in the 10B. Quinn Wallace in the 21. Along with the 31 of Ryan Dolbear. Taylor Dockstader in the number 2, along with the 04 of DJ Gagno. Josh Jock will complete the rest of your field. 30 laps is the distance. Cautions do not count. 30 green flag laps here tonight for the second to last race in the Dirt Car Sportsman Central Region and the second last race in the Dirt Car Sportsman North Region. Central Region wraps up tomorrow or on Sunday at the Wheat Sport Speedway. North Region wraps up at Mohawk in 1 week's time. Ready to go. The VP Racing Fuels making PowerPoint. Dustin Bradley and Paul DeRutter on the front row. Green lights are on and away we go. And as they work at turn number 3 and 4, back down to the line, Dustin Bradley in control, battle on for second. Isley to the bottom, Paul DeRutter to the high side of the racetrack. Paul DeRutter again made the jump from the Donath Motorworks Limited Sports. We got Ed Lucas into the spin cycle over there in turn number 2, and we stay green. No caution. We'll stay under the green flag. And right now, Dustin Bradley leading away into turn number 1 and 2, but Gavin Isley right there with him. Gavin looking for his first career series win. Paul DeRutter is having the night of his life right now as he runs in position number 3. Eric Dyerfork, Mike Fowler having another good run up into the number 5 spot here as they work in turn number 3 and 4. Back down to the line with lap number 3 up on the board. Dustin Bradley has led them all so far, but Gavin Isley right there with him, the challenge. 34 of Nair back there to the 4 spot. 410 of Mike Fowler continues to have a good run, holding on to 5th. As they work at turn number 3 and 4, back down to the stripe this time by. Watching through the field, we see Dave Rogers on that high lane through turn number 3 and 4. The 64 Tyler Corcoran working the inside lane as well into turn number 1 and 2. Corcoran, our track champion, currently running back in position number 8, battling with Rogers in position number 9. 10th at the moment is Jessica Power in the 52. She started 12th, so she's on the move early on. As we work in lap number 5 of this 30-lap contest for the Dirt Car Sportsman Series, and Dustin Bradley won at Mohawk earlier this year in their sportsman division over there. Would love nothing better than to invade here at Can-Am and get his first ever series win, but he's got a lot of laps to go. Gavin Isley has won here twice this season, holding on to the 2 spot. Eric Dyer continues to have solid runs week in and week out here at Can-Am, and Paul DeRutter, talked about him a lot here tonight. Graduate of our Donath Motorworks Limited Sportsman. He won his 5th race of the season in that class last week and made the mention. He says, I'm going to jump up into this Dirt Car Sportsman Series and just try to make the show and have some fun. Well, I think by running in the top 5, running around Mike Fowler and Tyler Stevenson, I think he's having some fun. And plus he gets to work with the 2019 Super Dirt Car Series champion Matt Williamson on occasion on the Buzz Chew Chevrolet. So he's getting some good tips as well along the way. But it's battling with Mike Fowler right now as one of the best here at this racetrack as he holds on to fourth. Trying to get by in turn number 1 and 2. Fowler down low. Behind them, Zach Sabaka trying to move up. Frank Sibley with a problem, and Sibley is going to make the hard left-hand turn behind the infield signboard. So Sibley done for the night. In the meantime, lap number 9 goes up on the scoreboard, and Dustin Bradley has had his way with the field so far here tonight. 10 laps will be complete this time by, and Bradley has led all the way so far. Gavin Isley really has not been able to do anything with him as they come back down to the line. Eric Nyer third, followed by Mike Fowler in fourth. Paul DeRutter continues to round out the top 5, but he's got Tyler Stevenson, Tyler Corcoran, and a host of others behind him as they work in turn number 3 and 4. Back down to the line, lap number 11 up on the borders, who wants to battle for 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Tyler Stevenson looking for 5th. Zach Sabaka looking to take 2 drivers here at one shot. Can't quite do it. As we got him around in turn number 4, Ricky Thompson goes around along with Brennan Moore in the 35. The yellow lights are on at lap number 11. Brennan Moore, Ricky Thompson go around in turn number 3 and 4. So 11 laps are complete in this one, and looks like Thompson and Moore are going to get going.
Cars coming out of that, you may as well let the field go by you. As you come out, you walk the dog on the top, 35 hands of 1. Dustin Bradley, 83B.
So Daryl Nutty also pulling away in the 42. Apparent problems down there, but looks like he's going to be able to pull away. So Dustin Bradley, the AAC Contractors Ride out of Potsdam, New York, regular at the Mohawk International Raceway, where we will be in 1 week's time with the Dirt Car Sportsman North Region.
Got another one going off over there.
Frank Sibley in the 92 heading off. Frank went into the infield under green, but has made his way back out to pit road.
Well, you say there's another race after? Oh, yeah, We'll be out of here at 11 o'clock.
Set for green, Dustin Bradley and Gavin Isley up on that front row. Eric Nyer, Mike Fowler, Paul DeRutter still having a solid run in 5th here at lap 11. At the VP Racing Fuels making power point, Bradley hits the gas and we're back underway. Oh, Bradley takes Gavin Isley to the high side, opens the bottom for Eric Nyer, and in the process, Mike Fowler lost a bunch of spots, tries to get them all back, and in the meantime, we got a battle for the lead. Into turn number 3 and 4, Dustin Bradley to the bottom, Gavin Isley on the high side. Bradley does not want to give up this lead, but right now Isley to his outside, got really no choice, and here comes Isley for the number 1 spot, and he's going to get it coming off of turn number 2. Gavin Isley to the race lead. Good move on the high side there by Isley. He'll take over the spot as they work lap number 13. This time by closing in on the halfway point. Isley to the point as they work it down in front. 34 of Eric Nyer getting into the act now. Is behind them. They're 3 wide for 4th, 5th, and 6th. It is the 28 of Tyler Stevenson, 64 Tyler Corcoran right there to try to challenge him. Up through turns 3 and 4, Zach Sabaka, Mike Fowler, Dave Rogers, Jessica Power. And Chris Mackey now up into the top 10 as they click off lap number 14. But Gavin Isley is flying around that outside lane in turns 1 and 2. And he'll try to stick with the bottom lane here through turns 3 and 4. A little better car down around the bottom in turn 3 and 4 for Isley as he comes back to the line with the lead. Eric Nyer holding second. Bradley still third, followed by the 64 of Corcoran, the 28 of Tyler Stevenson, continuing to fight with the 64 of Corcoran. These two drivers park next to one another each and every Friday night here at Can-Am, so we'll see how this one pans out. Looks pretty good so far, giving each other plenty of room on the racetrack as we work at lap number 16 of this 30-lap event. We mentioned earlier, Tyler Corcoran won the track championship by winning the final race of the season. Currently tied with 3 other drivers with the most series wins in track history, Kevin Root, along with Steve Hall, and a couple other drivers as well, with Matt Butler on that list as well, with the most series wins in the Dirt Car Sportsman Series with 2 apiece. Right now he is holding on to spot number 3, looking to go forward as Dustin Bradley now in a battle with the 28 of Tyler Stevenson as we work at lap number 18. 12 laps left to go, and Gavin Isley trying to keep the series wins on home turf. Dave Rogers won a series race earlier this year back in June, and Isley trying to fend off the series regulars here in September. But Eric Dyer would love to get back to victory lane here as well. Tyler Corcoran still there for 3rd. 4th is Stevenson. Bradley is 5th. 6th right now is Mike Fowler. Dave Rogers 7th. Zach Sabaka is 8th. Chris Mackey 9th. And Jessica Power 10th. Josh Riom is 11th. Cedric Govro came from the Last Chance Showdown to move up to 12th. 13th is Remington Ham. We got Trevor Gibbons off the backstretch in just off of turn number 2. And the yellow lights are on with 10 laps left to go. The break that Eric Nyer needed is right there. Caution flag is back out with 10 laps remaining. And Eric Nyer will have a shot at the 18 of Gavin Isley. The John Burr Memorial has come down to a 10-lap shootout to the finish here.
Who's that?
And if John was standing right in the spot, he'd definitely say these drivers are horsepower hungry here tonight. Off of turn number 4, swinging off the point, Isley on the hammer, we're back to green. Whoa, we got one up and over.
Wow. Didn't hit anyone.
Ed Lucas up and over. He's moving around in the car though, so that is a very good sign.
He went sideways and he just pushed him right over.
And that happened towards the back portion of the field. The red flag is out. Ed Lucas moving pretty gingerly inside of that car, but
Guys, it was a no start. So basically you go right back where you were.
Our safety crew here, K&M, on the scene right away.
Let's see how
It was
this
a no start. They were gonna caution her.
Yeah. Up to, he was 21st, so up to 20th.
So we'll
Is that over there?
wait word officially on his, we'll wait for him to get out of the car.
You have any idea
But
who that is?
Jamie Brown also involved. He is out of the car. Tough break for Jamie, who got a win this year. And he's out of the car. He can hear you. Ed Lucas, ladies and gentlemen. He is okay. They'll,
So if you can again ask everyone to back away from the...
Yep.
So again, we just ask everyone that is down there to just kind of back away from the fence just a little bit there. We thank you very much. So fans, if we could get you to just back up from the fence, please, thank you. We're going to take a look at the replay here on Dirt Track Digest. Watching from our speed cam speed, it looks like he got up on the back of Jamie Brown's car, and when he did, it dug in and up and over. Yep, Jamie Brown slowed. Yep, that was just it right there. Jamie Brown broke, and there was nothing that Ed Lucas really could have done.
16.
And we'll get a good look at it here at full speed. Here we go, watching home of Dirt Track. See Jamie Brown slowed right there. Boy, that was a violent hit there.
Al just said this.
Back it up.
So again, we just ask everybody to please back away from the fence. Thank you very, very much. That from track management. So we ask you to please stand back. Thank you.
Yeah, he's back by the corner.
Guys are just cleaned up here.
So I'm going to take a moment to get the debris cleaned up, and Ed Lucas aboard the number 77. Good to see him here once again with us, but this is not what we were expecting, but just the good thing is that Ed is okay, and we'll be back to race another day.
Gary's on my race pass.
Yeah, that's just still do it for him. Just
The Ron White Memorial for the Marcia Gibbons TLC Real Estate's Thunder Cars will be up after this. 10 laps left to go.
Really big.
I think that's a deer. Yeah, I think it is.
Flipping it did.
you're gonna probably have to trade
So we're taking a look again on the Dirt Track Digest replay at full speed.
Did you show it to us?
Tough hit there for Ed Lucas, but
for the access. We gotta take two of them out, right? Jamie Brown and
He's done till next year.
Yep. Oh, let's see what they
Unless he's got a backup.
Mohawk.
so again, a big thanks to everybody who's been involved here at K&M throughout the season. Want to send another special shout to the good folks at Miss Adirondack, Miss Thousand Islands for all that their hard work that they did with the 50-50 draws this year. By the way, their popcorn was amazing this season. Dean and Corey, you really missed out. Same thing with you, Mallet. Missed out on the popcorn. It's awesome. Never. I eat it after the races.
Are you afraid to lose your figure?
Yes, afraid to lose my figure. Oh, so the crew, they're going to head on over to Wii Sport tomorrow. Cavalcade weekend over there, Super Dirt Car Series. 2 nights of racing there with the Dirt Car Pro Stocks tomorrow, and then they'll have the finale for the Dirt Car Sportsman Central Region. ESS Sprints are there too as well. I forgot about that. Yes. Empire Super Sprints ready to go. And we appreciate everybody that's been here all season behind the scenes as well. No matter what you've been doing this year at Can-Am, it's been making the show work, and we thank everybody who's been a part of it. It has been fun, Jennifer. It really has been.
Is Timmy allowed back next year?
Am I allowed back next year?
Michelle, is he allowed back next year?
I was told by Michelle at mid-season I'm not allowed to take a day off ever. So, apparently you're not either, Jen? No? You're not, I'm not allowed to take a day off, Michelle? No? No, don't deviate from the 18. Oh. Well, we had fun with Pam and Mike with Dirt Track Digest TV all season. We had fun with Mallet, too, when he was able to be here. That was when we had the power deal here.
Man scored 30 cars. That was great. 30.
That was the day of the community power outage, and everybody had to relearn how to manual score all over again, and I think Brian Haggerty saved our lives.
Generators in.
There's a black flag on the thing from the last.
Oh.
Yeah, we had the entire Dirt Vision team working that night. We had the score and loop deal and all that. It's been quite the season here at Can-Am, and wouldn't trade it. Looking forward to next season already. Wishing this season didn't have to come to a close, but after the Ron White Memorial, it will come to a close. So we had to get another record over here. Is that Lucas's 77 has to be cradled off, as you see down the front straightaway. Hopefully Ed is going to be able to repair that car, or at least have another car ready to go. Gavin Isley looking to do what his father, Bill Isley Jr., never got a chance to do, win a Dirt Car Sportsman Series race. Dad won a lot of feature events and track championships here in street stocks. Of course, the crate late models here as well, and in Dirt Car Sportsman. Spent a little time in Dirt Car 358 Modified, but I know he's going to be proud of his baby boy here if he can get a victory in this Dirt Car Sportsman Series. Gavin was pumped up about it earlier today, and so he was hoping to be in the position to win a race tonight, and he's there now. There's that puppy I met earlier today. Too cute. Well, Josh Riome, he is headed pit side with the 91 machine. The firefighter out of Clayton, New York, headed back to pit road to the attention of his family-owned team. So we'll be Gavin Isley lining up on the pole for this one as we get set to go back under the green flag.
Come for a white here, guys. Come around for white.
So it's Gavin Isley, the race leader, Eric Nyer second, Tyler Corcoran third, Tyler Stevenson fourth, Dustin Bradley fifth, Mike Fowler, Dave Rogers, Zach Sabaka, Chris Mackey, Jessica Power 10th. Cedric Govro now up into position number 11. This all unofficial.
All right, let's have a quick clean restart, guys. 10 to finish this thing up. Let's mop it up.
Franklin Mackin, Corey Castell, Greg Brinklow, Ryan Dolbear, Taylor Dockstader, Quinn Wallace, Trevor Gibbons, Josh Jock, Ricky Thompson, and Brennan Moore are still out there on the racetrack. 10 laps to go. Could we have another first-time series winner? Fixing to find out. At the VP Racing Fuels making PowerPoint, green lights are back on, and away we go. Isley again jumps out into the race lead as they work it down the back straightaway. Battle on for second. Corcoran has a position on Eric Nyer getting into turn number 3 and 4 as the 28 of Tyler Stevenson motors to the high side of the speedway up off the corner. Isley in command of it. Into turn number 1 and 2. Top 3 nose to tail around the bottom. Oh, Stevenson and Nyer nearly come together on the back straightaway. Nyer slipped up the racetrack, and Stevenson at a full head of steam had to back out of it. And right now he's got to get that momentum going if he wants to get back up towards the top 3. But Isley trying to fend off the champion Tyler Corcoran as they head down off of turn number 2. Corcoran's got a good run down the back straightaway from the high side of the racetrack. Into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes the champion Tyler Corcoran to the high side. Gavin Isley on the bottom as they work it up off of turn number 4 and back down to the line. 7 to go, and the race is on now. Through turn number 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway. Here comes Corcoran once again up on that high lane, trying to find the way by Isley as they work it down the back stretch into turn number 3 and 4. Corcoran with an advantage up on the high lane. Isley trying to keep him at bay, down low up off the turn, side by side to the line. Corcoran leads that lap by inches into turn number 1 and 2. Isley's going to stick with the low lane. Corcoran's going to stick with the top side here as they motor down the back stretch. Stevenson still trying to get by Eric Nyer for position number 3. As they work in turn number 3 and 4 this time by, we will have 5 laps left to go. 5 more remaining. Corcoran to the lead by a half a car length into turn number 1. But Gavin Isley not going away in that inside lane. What a battle for position down the back straightaway. Corcoran once again will try to get in front of Isley through turn number 3 and 4. Can't quite get the run he was looking for that time off the top side. Isley back to the point as they complete lap number 26 with 4 to go. Tyler Stevenson still in the battle for position number 3 and 4, with Dave Rogers now clawing his way up into the top 5. But the battle for the lead is still on. We'll have 3 to go when they come back to the line. Isley trying to fend off Tyler Corcoran down the front straightaway. Corcoran gets the advantage and again by a half a car length into 1. But Isley really good through the bottom portion of turns 1 and 2, and he's going to try to clear him down the back straightaway. Can't quite do it, though. Corcoran pulls back around the top side in turn number 3 and 4. We'll have 2 to go this time by. The race is far from over with. Isley gets the lead back coming off the turn. Corcoran to the lead again. Seesaw battle back and forth. setting up for a solid finish here at the Can-Am Speedway in the final sportsman race of the season, and Corcoran gets the lead down the back stretch. Isley's going to fight back, though. He's not done with him up off of turn number 4. The white flag is in the air. Isley gets back to the inside. The white flag is in the air. Final time into turn number 1 and 2. Gavin Isley against Tyler Corcoran. Down the back straightaway, as our good friend John Burr would say, this is what you come to see, Can-Am, as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag is out. The checkered flag is waving. Who's it going to be? Up off of turn number 4, it's Corcoran by a half a car length. Oh my, Isley a close second. Tyler Stevenson, Eric Nyer, and Dave Rogers, the top 5. We're going to victory lane, and a happy Tyler Corcoran. Wow, what a finish.